Hey movie freaks, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title of this video, it will be my top 20 Final Girls. Now this is basically off my sole opinion of how well they executed trying to stay alive. Some of them, of the most famous ones, won't be on here because I have yet to watch the movie. So these are just what I think. You know, if you have your opinion, you can comment it down below and say where you think it should be ranked in the scheme of things. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into my top 20 Final Girls. So my number 20 is Erin, which is played by Jessica Biel in the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I just feel like she did an amazing job. She generally seems scared, and she did an amazing job at staying alive, basically. So that is that one. And goodness, sorry, I'm putting him down here so I can keep him out of the way. Now my number 19 is Leah Fang Hellerman, and this is from My Soul to Take. She is played by Emily Mead. And I absolutely love this movie. I mean, people don't give it enough credibility. I think it's a very good slasher movie. I really enjoy this movie. And I think Leah, I really like her character because she tries to play off the badass in the movie, but she is just trying to cover up what she's hiding deep down inside. And I really like that it has a backstory to it. So number 18 is Natalie Simon, played by Alicia Witt in Urban Legends. Urban Legends is one of my favorite movies. It is super fun. It has a lot going on. Plus it has Jared Leto, which I absolutely love. I love his band. If you did not know, fun fact, he has a band and it's called 30 Seconds to Mars. I'll link one of their videos down below, but you should check them out. They're absolutely amazing. But I really enjoy Natalie Simon's performance in this one. She does have her past, but she's trying to make up by trying to be a better person and whatnot. But that is number 18. Number 17 is, which I don't have the movie, it is Ellen Ripley, and it's, of course, she's played by the famous Sigourney Weaver in the original Alien. Now, I've only seen half of this movie, but it's my grandma's favorite movie, and she assures me that she's a amazing final girl, which I believe because I've seen half the movie. But you can't have a final girl list without Ripley on it. So that was number 17. Number 16 is Sarah Carter, and she's played by Shauna McDonald, and she's in The Descent 1 and 2. So that is these two right here. I absolutely love this movie. I think it is an underrated horror movie because I do not hear a lot of people talk about it, or I only hear them talk about the first half of the movie. And it's weird because the first half and the second half are filmed I think it's 3 years apart, but it seems like it's, you know, one right after another, which it isn't. But the final girl, Sarah, she has her past with some of the people in it, mostly with one of them. I think her name is Juno, and they make it seem like she's killing off everybody, but I mean, it's basically these terrifying creatures in this underground cave, and she totally just gets out of there, and she's like, I'm not gonna be in this, I'm not gonna die, and that's why she is number 16. So where am I? Number 15 is Max Cartwright, played by, I think I'm saying this right, Taissa Farmiga in Final Girls. Final Girls, I mean, of course, Final Girls. I think this movie is so much fun. I really like Taissa Farmiga in this movie. She does an amazing job going from losing her mother to trying to stay alive in this seems like virtual reality, but it's actually reality. This is a really fun movie, and I suggest everybody checks this one out. And she is an amazing final girl. So that's number 15. Number 14, I had a really hard time with this list because I think all of these final girls do an amazing job, but number 14 is Carly, and she's played by Alicia Cuthbert. Sometimes I say her name wrong. In House of Wax. This movie is so much fun, and I really enjoy actually every piece of this movie. I think it's very underrated, and I'm pretty sure it's a remake, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's super fun, and Alicia, she does an amazing job staying alive. She seems like a tomboy, but beautiful, and that helps her out. And she also has her brother with her, which is her twin brother, if I'm correct, and they get through it together. So I really like this movie, and that is why she is number 14. So number 13 is, again, Paris Hilton in House... No, I'm just kidding. No way. No, I wouldn't. No. So number 13 would be, which I do not have, is Jody, played by Brittany Murphy in Cherry Falls. Cherry Falls is one of my favorites, but the only reason that I do not own it is because the Scream Factory is a little bit expensive, and I'm waiting for it to go down in price, and I can't find it anywhere else. But that is one of my favorite scary movies, one of my favorite slasher movies. Kind of gives you that Scream type of vibe. But Jodie does amazing. She... well, Brittany Murphy, rest in peace. I love Brittany Murphy, but she does an amazing job staying alive, and that's why she is number 13. Now, number 12. I never hear her as a final girl. I've never seen her on anybody's list, and I think she should be. And it is Soo-Ahn, played by Soo-Ahn Kim in Train to Busan. This little girl, she totally blew me away. I have a review for this movie, and I'll link it down below. She is an amazing upcoming actress. I don't know if she's in any other movie, but she is a good final girl. She lasts to the end of the movie, which is a spoiler, of course. I apologize, but pretty sure everybody's seen this movie. But she does an amazing job at staying alive. Her emotion is there. Her distress is there. Like, I totally enjoy watching her on film, and I would look forward to watching anything that she's in, pretty much. So that's number 12. Number 11, which I do not have, is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sally Hardesty, played by Marilyn Burns. Now, I've only seen pieces of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the end included, and for what she had to go through during this movie and the filming of this movie, she deserves to be on this list. So that is number 11. Number 10 is Jamie J. Height, played by Micah Monroe in It Follows. This movie is a lot of fun as well. I love the retro feeling that it gives you. And Jamie does an amazing job at trying to figure out how to save her own life. And this movie is super scary to boot. So, yeah, that's number 10. Number 9. I don't hear her as a final girl ever as well. It's Jill Johnson, played by Camilla Bell in When a Stranger Calls. This movie totally creeps me out. It's just the whole somebody's in your house and you don't know where they are feeling that you get. And Jill, for her taking on the responsibility of those children that are not even hers, most people would just bounce. They would just leave the kids and she'd be gone. But Jill, she protects those kids, and she's only a teenager, and that's why she is number 9. So, number 8 is Gale Weathers, played by Courtney Cox in Scream. You cannot kill Gale Weathers. Like, she has been shot. I think she got stabbed in number 4. And she just won't die. And that's why she's on the list, basically because she won't die. So number 7 is Nancy Thompson, played by Heather Langenkamp in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I watched this one when I was about 13 and I haven't watched it since, which I need to. But from what I do remember is she totally went downtown on Freddy. Like, she was like, I'm gonna kill him and that's all I'm gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna let anything get in my way. And so that's why, oh, excuse me, she is number 7. Okay, number 6 is Julie James, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt of I Know What You Did Last Summer and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. This is still, to this day, one of my favorite slasher movies. It's right up there with Scream. Like, if you've seen my top horror movies, I'll link that down below. This is on that list. And I really love how strong Julie James gets in this movie. She is a sweet, college girl, and, well, on her way to college. And after all this happens, she comes back and she's tortured, but she's not gonna let that stop her. After they, the slicker guy kills all her friends, she's determined to stay alive. So that's number 6. And number 5 is Jamie Lloyd, played by Danielle Harris, and that's from Halloween 4, Revenge of Michael Myers, and Halloween 5. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Jamie Lloyd is one of my favorite final girls. The reason that she's not up higher is because I feel like there are others that are more stronger in that aspect. But Danielle Harris, I love Danielle Harris. She does an amazing job in this movie. And for her being a little girl, she survived this entire movie. Well, both of them. She deserves props for that. Okay, number 4. I never, ever hear anybody talk about her as a final girl, and that's Mary Collingwood, played by Sarah Paxton in the remake of The Last House on the Left. This movie is heart-wrenching. It's disgusting, the first part. But what they do to her, and her still surviving and wanting to survive for that fact, she gets major props in my book. That's why she's number 4. Now, I never hear of this one either, but it might be because it's a new movie. But number 3 is Jen, played by Matilda Ann Ingrid Lutz in Revenge. This movie is amazing. I love this movie. I did a review for it. I'll link it down below. She is one badass mama right here. I am just completely amazed. Like, a lot of people, if this happened in real life, I think they would have given up. But she just keeps going. Like, she goes on and on and on, and she's like, I'm gonna kill you mofos, and I don't care how I do it. And so, yeah, that's why she is number 3. Number 2 is Sidney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell in Scream. So, I really can't say too much about it because everybody knows that she's like one of the top final girls. She is determined to save her own life and save everybody's life throughout the whole course. So I just think that she deserves to be number 2, and I have no problem saying it. So I just want to do a couple honorable mentions that I didn't add on the list. Not because they didn't deserve to be, but I felt like other people needed to be on there. So Jesse, played by Elijah Dushku, don't know how to say it, but that's what it is, from Wrong Turn. She is also a badass in this movie. I really enjoyed her performance, and she is just beautiful. I think she does an amazing job in this movie. So that's that one. And one more honorable mention is Angela, played by Rachel Nichols in P2. This movie is also an amazing movie. I'm thinking about reviewing it. There's only one part that I don't like, and I won't spoil it for you. You have to watch it. But she is the sweet, innocent, I think she's a lawyer, if I'm correct. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. But and the parking attendant with the parking garage, he actually gets obsessed over her and kidnaps her for Christmas, and then it's all downhill from there. But she does an amazing job in this one as well. So, number 1. Can anybody guess what my number 1 is? Alright, it is Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. This is my favorite horror movie of all time. Favorite horror movie of all time. Never gets old. I could probably watch it every day and never get sick of it. I can go through scene by scene. Jamie Lee Curtis, she seems like she starts out as this super fragile girl, but then she ends up defeating Michael Myers, the horrifying Michael Myers, and saving the 2 children that she's babysitting to boot. So, that is my list for Final Girls. If you guys agree with this, make sure you give a thumbs up. If you don't agree, make sure you give a thumbs up. But comment down below who you think should be the number 1 Final Girl, if you agree with my list. And also remember that my giveaway is still going on, so make sure you comment down below on that video of your favorite movie of the year. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, that way you can be entered into the giveaway. And I think that's all. I will see you guys in my next video, but make sure to subscribe before you leave. Bye guys.